Alright guys, here we are back on NASCAR Dirt to Daytona, and today we are continuing our career mode playthrough. Before we get into the race today, I thought we'd take a look at the NASCAR news and see how things are going around the NASCAR world. We take a look at the Dirt Series here. Hastings' Ted Finger got the win, and he is leading the standings with 4 wins so far this season. So he's doing pretty good. He and Cato are dominating that series. Of course, in the Featherlights, we are sitting 11th in the standings. William Anderson, the cover boy, in first there. If we go over to the trucks, they were just at Texas, and it looks like Presley got the win. Rick Crawford in second there, and Presley leads the standings. And if we go over to the Cup Series, Sterling Marlin wins the race at Infineon, but the GOAT, Mark Martin, leads the series. Sterling Marlin near the top again, as he always seems to be on this game. So let's go ahead and jump straight into the first race of the day. You remember from last time, it is going to be at the New Hampshire International Speedway. So we'll see how we do there. We haven't driven there before. I will see you guys in the race. Alright guys, it is time to qualify here at New Hampshire. We're going to be the last car out on the track, so let's see how we do. This is the longest track other than Welch Valley, I believe, on the schedule, so we're going to be suffering for engine power, I feel, here. But hopefully we can use our superior ability to turn left to do well here in qualifying and in the race. Let's see what kind of time we can lay down here. And it just likes to make that really bad wheel noise through the corners, so we'll see what kind of time we can lay down. Got a little bit wide off there. We got to keep it pinned down though as we get out near the wall. Just brush it a little bit on the exit. Alright, smooth. Smooth as ever. Let's see what the time looks like as we come down to the line.
Alright, let's see where we're playing.
31.5, so not great. I think that's going to put us about 7th or 8th. Yes, it's going to be 8th place. So with that bad of a lap, we qualified 8th. That hopefully will bode well for the race. I will see you guys there. Alright guys, it is race time in New Hampshire. 20 laps here today. I don't know if that's a clean start with the cars all over like that. Jimmy F's on the outside. And we were 4th gear and now we're going backward. My goodness, okay. We are going to have to use our ability to turn left today. Alright guys, gotta bump draft me around this whole track because I am very slow in a straight line. Oh, but look at that. Speed on entry, we're just gonna drift. And yeah, we just got shattered on the exit there, so see if we can hold in the top 10. That's the usual goal. We are just dominant on corner entry and then exposed on corner exit. But it looks like we got a little bit of a bubble here in 8th, so we'll see which way we go. Alright, so we got 17 to go. We've got Oddnich right on our tail, and we are starting to run down Canepa in front of us. Speaking of which, we're just going to go to the inside as he kind of slid up the track. You see we lose out so much on the exit, but hopefully on the entry to turn 3 here, we might have a chance to just body him a little bit. That's okay. And this is the problem with oval racing. You want to be fast on the exit of the corners. If you're that slow, it is really hard to pass. Alright, well, we'll see. We lost out a little bit there. We'll see if we can run him back down. Alright, so we got a chance here on lap 6 to possibly make some other passes, as Canepa has actually passed 2 cars here. That's Oakenfold and Shields. 2 guys you wouldn't usually see up in this position, but we've actually pulled a bit of a gap to Oddnich now, and maybe, okay, I feel like the car just turned right of its own accord right there. And we're just going to bully our way here up in the middle. Again, so slow on the exit. Let's see if we can go to the inside. send one off in there. Come on, slide job. No. We're losing so much time doing this. Come on, baby. Look at us send it on the entry. That should be enough now for us to hold them off on the exit. So we're gonna go high to block Oakenfold. We're gonna park in the middle to block Shields. And we are clear up in the 6th place. Alright, so we apparently are gonna get passed by Kanazawa there. I don't know where he came from in that Jimmy F's car. Normally he is a not much of a threat, and we're just gonna go wide. We just didn't want to turn there apparently, so back down into 8th for the moment as we're coming up to the halfway point here.
10 laps to go.
We shall see if we can maybe push forward a bit, as Oakenfold's just gonna do something, and the lap car, okay. Man, it would really be nice to have some more horsepower. Alright, so literally nothing has happened. It's 2 to go. The leader's right behind us. We may only have 1 lap left here, and we will go a lap down. So this is our last lap. I'd like to take this opportunity to shout out Ken's Garage and Towing. If you're ever, let's say, at a NASCAR Winston Cup Series race, and maybe you brought your 89 Racing with Jesus car, and you enter the race, but then you decide to park it, and then you need a tow home, think about giving Ken's Garage and Towing a call. Alright, so we got $8,542 from that race. Of course, Ken was very happy. He gave me $437 for my performance. And apparently at the post-race press conference, I had some fairly strong words. Joel York was on my back. That's it. He was just on my back. That's my strong words. So we are sitting 10th, Jay Justin in front of me with 1 win on his record. I'd like to beat him. I want to be the superior Justin in the modified series. Don's Fish and Chip, goodbye. So we're up to $27,000 now. So we are racking up the big bucks. We got to sit at about 65 at the start of next season. We're going to have a 10K bonus, so we're at about 37 right now. If you add that 10K we're going to get at the end of the year. We've got 3 more races. So we need to average nearly 10,000 a race, a bit less, to be able to make that engine upgrade. And this is going to be the key right here. Welch Valley, we have to redeem ourselves. $50,000 in the purse. I will see you guys in qualifying. Alright guys, it is time to qualify here at Welch Valley, and it is time to put up or shut up right now. So we have had a couple upgrades to the car since the last time we were here. So we'll see how we do. Definitely need to do better than last time out where we really threw. And there's a lot of money to be made here. It all starts with qualifying, so I'm going to be as clean and quick as possible. That tends to be the strat that you want to go with in racing. Not breaking any new ground with that idea. I find it very interesting if you see around this track, especially on the right here, you'll see some logos, some signage for the Dodge Weekly Racing Series, the dirt series that we were racing in. And I think it's pretty cool because this game kind of, you know, presents a unified world. Like, it makes you buy into that this is really how racing is, and, you know, this is the series, you know, because a lot of this stuff is fantasy stuff that they made up just for this game. And, you know, it all looks legit at this fantasy track. We've got this signage for this fantasy league. But it makes you buy it because it's, you know, It's all part of one universe within this game. So I think that's pretty cool. I'll stop rambling as we go on our qualifier here. Pretty solid through the first sector there. Hopefully we can keep that up through the rest of the lap. A little bit wide. Not exactly sure that that was the line through there, but okay. Not exactly sure that that's the line through there, but not terribly slow anyway. Don't hit the wall. Oh no. That's gonna cost me some time. Little wiggle there, unfortunately. Should still be an alright lap overall.
Alright.
And it is a 119 with a 6. How's that stack up? Ooh, it's gonna be 5th place. Okay, somehow 5 seconds off the pace. And yeah, there's a 23-second gap between 1st and 20th. So we got some parity here. But if we can deliver a top 5, that's gonna be a huge payday. I'll see you guys in the race. Alright guys, it is race time at the Welch Valley Racing Complex. 9 laps here.
There's the green flag.
There's the green. We got that big restart gear, so we're gonna fly to the outside. Oh, we're 3 wide going into turn 1 on the outside. Might not end well for us, but it turns out okay. See if we can get to the inside of Lee here. Not quite. He's got good speed on that outside. I think a big part of this race is going to be keeping our car clean, making sure we don't hit the wall, get wheel damage or anything. We are very slow in a straight line, which is not a surprise considering we haven't really upgraded our straight line speed. But it sucks. Okay. So much for keeping the car clean. Ken just right into that Ken's Garage and Towing logo. I think we're going to be battling with Rivas for a while here as he is pretty quick. Swipe of the wall there on the inside. We're going to try and get to Rivas on the outside. He's going to pull me in a straight line though. We have 8 to go. Oh, yeah. Yikes. I think 4th might be all she's got for us. We'll have to wait and see where we go. Alright, so we got 6 laps to go. We're banging out our best times. I'm really in sweat mode right now, trying not to throw. And as I say that, I about go into the barrier, or into the sand trap even. And that lost me about half a second there, so just try and keep it clean and hold on to this 4th as we have a big gap on both sides. Alright, so we got 4 laps to go here. The car behind me is closing me down by just a little bit. I haven't even made any major mistakes. And it looks like we are lapping cars here on lap 6 at a road course. I think the parity in speed is devastating. My goodness. Alright, see you later. Hopefully that holds up Joe York a little bit. It looks like it will. The damn lap cars are coming through at the moment, although we do need to clear this one. Gonna cut the course a little bit there. The FIA is not pleased with that infraction, but they were looking the other way. Alright, so we got 2 to go. We're banging out our fastest laps of the race at this moment. We We are using every single inch of the track out there. Joel York got held up so much. He lost 9 seconds to us in like a lap and a half. I mean, if we get one more timely lap car, we may have a chance at a podium here. And it's gonna have to be that guy. Though I think Rivas is gonna get past him. Which is unfortunate. We might have had a chance, but it's probably gonna be fourth place today. Alright, so we got about half a lap to go here. Rivas got held up a little bit by a lap car, but it's not going to be enough. That's my namesake right there, Justin, but he is not going to quite do the job for me. And we are going to come home about 2 seconds short in fourth. Just going to pass him on the grass, no problem. And this is going to be a career high and hopefully a huge payday. And it feels good to get my redemption here. Now we got one more corner. Hold on, let's not celebrate yet, but there we go. It is going to be a top 5 here at Welch Valley. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Nice work, kid.
Alright, so we were about 2 seconds off the fastest lap. My goodness. Let's go ahead and see how that race paid out for us. Alright, boys, it is a huge payday. $13,724. That is what we needed right there. My goodness. Many analysts feel that Wells could possibly make a run for the championship. I'm going to disagree, as I'm in ninth with like 3 races to go. Though I'm only 140 points out, so you never know. Don's Fish and Chip can go ahead and wait. So we're at 41,000 right now. $10,000 at the end of the season will put us at 51,000. And that engine is going to be 65,000, so we need 14,000 in these last 2 races, 7,000 a race. If we knock out 2 top 10s, we should be there. So hopefully we can do that. I'll leave you guys right here for this episode. Pretty sure the next race is at New Hampshire yet again, so we'll be starting 2 races in a row at New Hampshire. And I appreciate you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the series and you'd like to continue watching it, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like and comment on this video as well, and I will see you in the next race.